It's a Saturday night. You woke up late, and the first thing you do is you get up to your computer desk, remove the famous pile of clothes from your chair and put it on your bed. You sit down, you turn on YouTube, you spend hours upon hours on watching content, and then after you get bored, you go back to your bed, turn on that and start jacking off like a little bitch. After you finish up, you smell like shit. Post-nut clarity hits, and you sit there staring at your ceiling, feeling horrible because you jacked up before even you took a shower. You have no direction where you want to go in life, and all you know is doing bad habits day by day. The story I just told you wasn't about a made-up character, it was about me about 2 years ago. Back in December 2022, I was in a relationship where I was very unhappy, and I remember always telling my girlfriend I don't know what I'm gonna do in life. I didn't have a direction, I didn't have a plan for the future. And I spent my days thinking, what am I gonna do? But nothing just felt right, nothing just clicked. And I know you have the same problem because you're watching this video. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 steps on how to find your future as a teenager. So the first thing we're going to be talking about, which is, in my opinion, the most important thing that kills your drive, your testosterone, and your motivation, which is killing the bad habits. Stuff like jacking off, eating junk food, consuming content endlessly on social media is the reason you don't feel inspired and motivated to do anything in your life. Killing the bad habits and improving your mental health is the most important thing you can do for yourself. The reason why you feel uninspired is because you don't have anything to work for. Once you ate the junk food, jacked off like a little bitch, once you spent all day scrolling on social media, in your primal brain you have everything covered. Let's go back a couple thousand years. So your drive was hunting, you just ate. Another drive is your sex drive, you just masturbated. And your primal brain doesn't understand that it wasn't with a real woman, but just by yourself, being a little bitch. And the third one, consuming endless short content and YouTube videos. It's killing your dopamine, which back when we were cavemen, you would get only if you were to find an animal to hunt or to find a mate to make children with and reproduce. So after you've done all those things, there is nothing left, no drive for you to use to achieve your goals. Kill the bad habits, then we can move on to step number 2. So step number 2 would be stare at your wall. Yes, you heard me correct. It might sound a little bit weird at first. Try this for 1 hour. You turn everything off. No phone, no music, no bullshit or any drugs or alcohol. Just sit at your bed or your sofa and stare at the wall. Ask yourself questions about what you enjoy, what do you want to do. Keep your brain working. Keep thinking about it. And without any distractions, you can stay focused at the one important question, which is what's your future going to be? I mean, remember the great philosophers and scientists and people who invented stuff. Do you really think that we spend an hour on Instagram watching motivational short videos and think they can find the future like that? I don't think that should even be a question. Can you just imagine like a great philosopher just sitting down at his chair, rocking back and forth, just having a little journal by his side and stare at a blank wall. Just write something down when it comes to his mind. But the rest of the time, just stare at the wall. He doesn't have any music, he doesn't have any Instagram or YouTube motivational videos by Andrew Tate, or you need to find your way in life, not the life of someone else. Okay, now you kill the bad habits, you stare at your wall for an hour. Now it's time to try different things. So step number 3 would be trying different things. Now, why is this super important? You can't say you don't like something or you don't enjoy it until you've actually tried it. Maybe as a kid you saw your peers playing football and you were never interested until you tried. You tried, okay, this is a bit fun, let me try this a little bit more, and time goes by and you love football. Or it can be anything else, maybe like playing some instrument, whatever you like to do as a kid. So you have to try certain things. I'm only 17, I tried being a cook. I went to a culinary school. I worked in the kitchen for a year. I tried being a boat skipper. I got my boat license. I worked at the company for 1 summer here. And it wasn't like a thing I'm gonna try it for like a day or 2 and see if I enjoy it. It was a thing, okay, I'm gonna dedicate a couple months of my time to that goal and see if I enjoy it. I found out I don't like cooking or working in the kitchen. I do like cooking, but for myself and my friends. Boat skipping was quite fun. I might do it 1 more year. Hopefully after that year, I can do this YouTube stuff full time, because this is where my passion is. And talking about YouTube, the turning I tried was being a YouTuber. I mean, I'm still a beginner, and you have to try different things. Not just for a day or 2, I kind of don't like this. Try it for a while. After a few different things, you will find something that you could do for free for the rest of your life. And don't limit yourself. Don't think, oh, I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that. Unless there's like a truly genetic problem which you probably don't have, you can. It might be being an athlete, being a singer, rapper. Just try. The more stuff you try, the more chance you have of finding what you like. So okay, so now you found the thing that you enjoy after some trial and error. And the next step is gonna be learning to enjoy the journey. Enjoying the journey is something really important in any career you choose. Now, how do you learn to enjoy the journey? I personally don't think you can learn it. You can't have a mindset switch, you can't choose the right career, but learning to enjoy the journey is gonna be extremely difficult. If you are not already at least a little bit enjoying on what you're doing, you're probably doing the wrong thing. Now there's levels to this, of course. If you're like a super lazy guy that doesn't have an inspiration in life, that has horrible habits and stuff, then of course you can't enjoy the journey. Now of course there will be days where you won't enjoy the thing that you're doing. It happens to everyone, it's completely normal. But just remember, you push through that day. Maybe you get the motivation back the next day or the day after. Can't have good without the bad. If bad didn't exist, you wouldn't know what's good. If everything was light and there was no darkness, you wouldn't even know what light is. You need a mindset change to look at those bad days and take them with gratitude, and that you know without them, you wouldn't enjoy the successful days even a little bit. Okay, we got to the 4 very important steps. And the step number 5 is gonna be, remember, you're still young. There is no timer on your clock. You have to choose your career before you are 18. Just try it, get experience. You need experiences. You need to go through many experiences before you can decide on what you want to do. Because right now you like one thing, in a year you're gonna like another thing. And until you have enough experience to really think about what you want to do, there's no point in choosing, and if it fails, feeling sad. Let's say you try to start a business as a 16-year-old and it fails. You're 16. There's no rush. You have plenty of time. But don't take the time for granted, because we all know time is money. If you fail at something, okay, let's go to the next thing. Don't beat yourself up over it. It's not the end of the world. You wanted to become a footballer, but you failed. Okay, maybe it wasn't for you. Don't beat yourself up over it. You're still young. You have much time. I struggled extremely with anxiety in this period of my life back in 2022. I couldn't sleep at night. I was always trying to figure out what the future holds for me. And you need to remember, you don't know what the future holds for you. So going back to enjoying the journey, you don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. You have to be grateful you woke up today. Don't say, I have to do this. You say, I get to do this. Just remember, someone always has it worse. Be grateful you woke up today, and don't let anxiety overcome you. Because anxiety could be a good tool, but if it overcomes you, it's just gonna make you not attempt anything. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any similar experiences, leave it in the comments, and let me help you build the 2.0 version of you. Stay strong, boys.